This is Nick Hunter. Thank you for having me and thank you for watching this video. Today I want to talk about something I just created, and I wanted to share with you guys what I've done for one of my customers, and because I think it's a great way to use a new feature introduced in FileMaker, which is the Carl style window. And the Carl style window I know very well how it works and why they build it that way, because I was kind of involved back in the day in the creation of this Carl style window. So I want to demonstrate a great way to use the Carl style window and open a new dimension. So the idea here is to create a way to get a pop-up list that is beyond the drop-down menu and the pop-up menu. There's multiple ways to do that. Some are hacks. That means they are extremely outside of the natural behavior of FileMaker. FileMaker, you can use multiple components of FileMaker, bring them together, put them alive with a script, and then they work smoothly because you don't hijack, you don't hack the way they've been intended in a very peculiar way. So here we are using a component of FileMaker, which is the Carl style window, and we are using it in a way that is creating a brand new feature. Right? So the concept is here to have you type the beginning of an address, 5201, Patrick Henry, which is the FileMaker address, and you want the full address of this, right? So you tap return, and you can see what happens. So I extract escape. Now I extract return key. So you see what happens. Here. So I'm opening kind of a new window, but the window is positioned exactly where the field is. And then you, what's the name? You see what I mean, right? So you click here and you press return, and you have a new window. This is a Carl style window. Big advantage of this, you don't have a hidden object. So when you go to the layout mode, you can see that the layout is kind of pretty simple. There's nothing hidden on top and stuff like that, and it's kind of very smooth, right? So and this is not a portal. This is a list view. It's a list view. So if you have a lot of records, if you want to use the same technique for you have 1,000 records and stuff like that, here this is the real table. You are in the table. You're not in a relationship. Okay. So sort is easier, search is easier, faster, etc. because you are in the local table. So of course, I wanted to introduce a new way to, you see, I have my mouse here, I'm putting on the side, so I can go down, see, I can go down and up with arrow up, arrow down, arrow up, arrow down, arrow up, arrow down, see? So you can select the one you want. Let's say you want this one, right? Or let's say you want this one, which is the real one, and then you press return. And then the system changed the address and put the address with all the information. And here I'm using Google Map for that, and that's why I called it Google Street. And so you can see here you have two versions. Google returns multiple versions of the same address. The long version, the short version, see, CA, California, United States, US, and some city information and region, kind of the county, and the neighborhood. Sometimes you have the neighborhood, sometimes you don't, depending on the city. And so, and of course you can click here and change it. Here we are on the fly. So see, you have plenty of information that you can take. So if you want to put rolling wood in Fairfield, see, So or you wouldn't drive in Fairfield, so you could put it back, boom, and you have back. So let's see how it works. Okay, pretty simple how it works here. Here I have a simple on object keystroke command, right? So I wanted to make it in a way that you can take all the components and copy them and put them inside their solution. So that's why I put the fields. I put here what needs to be sent to the script here. So then you copy paste the script and you change in the parameter, you change what you need, you change the string, what you typed, and you change the destination, the field where you have to go to the destination field. So you need those two. I built that way, then you can copy paste. So you have an on keystroke, not on modify. So the big difference on keystroke is the on keystroke, it happened before. It happened at the moment you stroke the key. Modify, it happened after. On keystroke happened at the moment you press the key, not after you press the key. The difference is very important because it's only on object keystroke where you can intercept the code of the keystroke. You can intercept which key you created, which key you hit it. Okay, you hit. So here I'm using the code. So I'm encouraging you to go to the help of FileMaker and see what code means. Okay, code means the get trigger keystroke. Get the key you struck. Okay, but there's no representation of carriage return and enter. It's not a character. It's a key. So you need to use code to get the ASCII code of the key, and the ASCII code of enter is 10. So I had here just for debug purpose, I create this so you can just activate this, and then you see what I'm talking about, right? So let's go here. So here I strike return, and you can see this is the kind of my parameters, and here this is the key of the I struck. Let's say now, I want to struck, let's say, enter. C is 10. So carriage return is 13. Enter is 10. So right arrow is 30. Tab is 9. 2 is 50. 3 is 51. A is 97. B is 98, etc., etc. So you got the point. Each key has a code. The tab, we need a code. Whatever return, delete, backspace is 8, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So this is a good way. The script here. Sorry, the script here. I added this for debug purpose, but it's cool to have this here. That's why I left it here. Then you can test your system. So when you press return, right? So here what happened when I press the return key. So here I have means if there's nothing here. If there's nothing here, I don't do anything. And then I'm doing the thing. And here I'm getting the top window, I'm getting the left window, I'm getting the toolbar because the toolbar is shown, right? The get status areas, the get status area state, that's the status area. The FileMaker played with the name of those things. They were status area at the beginning, so they kept the get status area state. But now they call that the toolbar. It's very confusing, I know that. So that the toolbar is this part here, that the toolbar, okay? And then because you have the 8 on this toolbar, and then you have the title bar is this. Because if you have, if the toolbar is not, if you hide the toolbar, you still have the title bar. So the title bar, then this is the window top. Now the top is, now we are getting the object. That was the position of the window, because I need to know where the window is positioned. Then I take this is what I call the field text. Field text, this is the object, and then I get the object layout attributes, and I want the top, the left, the height, and the width of the object. The width, the height, the left, top, Then I have the coordinate of the object in the layout, okay? So I added those two things here because you can add this, put that in a repeating field, and put that in a portal row, and you can even put that in a repeating field in a portal row, right? So you need those two in order to get this working. Get layout object attribute. You need to have a repetition number and an active portal number if you want to put in either repetition or portal. If you want to put in either in a repetition or portal, you need both of them. Even if you need only on the portal number, you need to put the repetition number. Even if you don't put that in a repetition. It's very important. So that's why I kept it that way, because it can work on the portal row, meaning the window will show up on the appropriate place depending where you are in the portal row, which is cool. So I'm getting all the information I need. Then I said, okay, I set my field, the search, and I delete this one here, and then what I'm doing is I create a new window, right? And I go to the first record. I reset the selection, I go to the search field, and then I perform the Google address, because this is a script that goes and take the address from Google, right? So this is what it's doing. So I have the top, the right, and the width of my field here. I know, because if I'm stretching this, look what happened. It's stretching with the field. I did that on purpose, right? So if you have small, you have small. I did that on purpose to show you that that's possible. And if you move the window, it's still showing here. If you hide the toolbar, it's working as well. So that's why I have this distinction. I need to know if the toolbar is there or not. And here is where you put the toolbar 8 and the title bar 8. You need this is the 8 of both things. So you need to have this, right? So it's not very complicated. So the Google thing, I'm just using an API, So Patrick, see, so here you see it's on the fly. See, it's Patrick Henry. It's on the fly, right? So what happens when I'm doing this, right? So here, also on layout keystroke, that is on layout keystroke. So when I do this, bam. And then you have, this is on object modify. When you modify the object, when you struck the key and you're ready, then I'm doing the thing. So the Google API works with at least 4 characters to be sent to the API to return something, right? So that's why I'm not doing anything when it's inferior or 4. But when it's superior or 4, I start doing the thing, which is just an insert from URL. So let's see the address result, what the address result is. It's kind of a JSON information here. So see, you have all the information here, all the lists of things, right? So this is what it happened, and that's what happened when you select one. So this is the script that you have to modify. This is very simple. You have those variables here to the main address. This is the main address, and the place ID. They call that the place IDs. Then you know which ID to pick in the JSON. So you have two JSON. You have the short and the long. You remember short and long, okay? And then you can see just I'm not going too far here on the explanation on how it works. It is a JSON thing, so it's very so you need to know which to pick. So you pick the street number. Doing the thing here, you detect where the street number is positioned in the list. You have the long, the short, city, neighborhood, and you know. So each time you do the same thing, and you say, okay, I want administration area level 1, because the JSON here, JSON. So you have which one you want. So you want the street number, you want the route, you want the locality, you want the administration level 2, administration level 1, the country, and the postal code, right? So you have multiple information here. And here the same for the, you know, when you click. If I'm clicking to another one, let's say, if I'm clicking here, you know, and so I click the one with Stephen Corner in West Virginia, Virginia. So here what happened here? So I got, you know, in Virginia, Fairfax County, Mason, Stephen Corner, Patrick Henry, 5201, right? So I got all the information of this one. And then when you have this, then it's very easy. The script, this is what takes the thing out. I want the street number. So when you have this information, you're no longer in the JSON. The difficulty was, okay, so I want to explain why I did that way. Why I extracted from JSON, and then I kind of do my own kitchen on the side. It's because sometimes an address you have things, sometimes you don't. So it's kind of difficult to parse a JSON file when you have missing information like that, right? So it's because you get the postal code into the country, and then everything go up like that. So it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all. So I did that way, and then I'm selecting which one I want. You know, I'm coding my own. So this here is just a FileMaker standard way. You have the list, you have the position of the value, right? And then you select the thing after the equal sign. So the start is the equal sign. Everything that is after the equal sign, I don't know if you notice, but you have an equal sign here. So I want to take everything after the equal sign until the caret return. So I'm selecting this. If, for example, I need the root is this, right? It's very simple. It's not complicated at all. And but you don't need to know how this works. You don't need this. You don't have to modify anything here. It's going to Google. This is a Google stuff. Just what you need to do is to point your own field here. That's it. The neighborhood, the province, the state, the region, the country. So you need to remap this. That's it. That's what you need to do. You copy the scripts. You copy the script here. You remap your stuff. This here, you just remap your stuff. It's very easy. But if you copy and paste, if you copy those this table, you need this table, right? You need the Google table. So when you copy the Google table, then you can and you copy the Google table, then you copy the script. You will get this for free. It will get back together. So you don't have to modify anything here. So it's very easy. It's very easy to copy and paste the thing. Okay. So Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and see, it's very nice, very beautiful. And talk to you soon. Thank you very much.